Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Adolfo Montero again. And so I was talking to my kids about cars. I was asking, because everybody likes different cars. My oldest, he wants a Tesla. My my the one that's next, he likes pickup trucks. And then my youngest, she wants like a Honda Accord. And my daughter, she wants a Honda, like a Honda Civic. Okay. And we've had BMWs and we've had Chevys. I like Chevy all the way. So we were talking about cars, and after I retired from the Air Force, I sold cars for BMW for close to a year, and then later on I sold cars for Chevys, and I really enjoyed selling for Chevy. Um, uh, the different reasons. One of them was the dealer was very close to home and easygoing guys, out in the country. So I had a great time with them. In fact, after 2 years of after leaving, I still go by them, uh, by there every month, at least once a month to say hi. So I was talking to my kids, and I was, I know what they all like. So I asked, so what do you think is the best car to have? And they were saying, oh, it's a Tesla. Oh no, it's a pickup truck. It's that. And I told them, look, the best car to have is the one that's paid off already. Simple. And that's what I used to tell my clients at the Chevy dealer. And I think that is one of the reasons why a lot of people are constantly in debt, is because of a constant car payment. So you see that Suburban on the back. When I was stationed in Nebraska back in '05, in 2007, for my birthday, I bought that Suburban. It's a Chevy Suburban LT, cloth, simple, but it was a 4x4, brand new. Okay, I paid that sticker price was like 41,500 back then. And then after rebates, after some Chevy points that I had from a gym card, after taxes, out the door, no trades. I didn't give a trade. The trade, they were giving me $200 for a Volkswagen that I was driving, an old Volkswagen 87 GTI that I had taken to Panama when I was stationed in Panama. So of course the car was paid off, and they were giving me 200 bucks. So I was like, no man, I'll give that away before I sell it for 200 bucks. So anyway, the Subaru was 33,500 out the door. That was in 2007. By Before 2010, I had already paid off the car. It wasn't cheap to me. It wasn't cheap. I was, you know, in the Air Force, with the captain's salary. So, but I made the effort. I love the car. I I was thinking I'm gonna keep that Suburban for about 30 years. Okay, and it may not last 30 years, but it has lasted 14 years. Okay, so the car basically has been paid off for 10 years. So I haven't had any car payments on that car for about 10 years, or maybe 11 years, because I paid it off in like less than 3 years. So, so I used to tell my clients, I used to drive my Suburban to the dealer, and when I had the chance, after the test drive, I'd go by my Suburban and I'd say, look, you see that? That's my Suburban. I bought it brand new, and I still have it. You buy a car, you take care of it, you keep it, and you'll be fine. But I had some clients that were coming in. I sell them a car, and they'll be back in like 6 months to a year wanting to get a new car. And I had given them the speech, hey, that's not the way. You'll be always in debt if you keep this up. So So that's one of the advices that I have to share with you guys. Uh, if you buy a car, make sure think long term. Okay, the less you keep a car, the more you lose when you get rid of the car. So if you buy a car, like I told my kids, I told my clients, I said, look, when you buy a car, think of the next 6 to 10 years. Okay, it's easy. You can easily make a new car last 6 to 10 years. So at least 6 7 years. I said, look, what if you are like in your teens or early 20s, what do you think is going to happen in the next 6 to 10 years? More than likely, you're gonna get married. You're gonna have kids. Okay, so you're gonna need something like a little SUV. Uh, avoid getting a two-door car if you're just starting life. If you have some money and you like sports cars, go ahead. But if you are starting, think of something that's gonna last you for a while, right? So I suggest looking into the future and trying to say, okay, I'm gonna be married in 2 or 3 years, and then maybe in another five I'll have kids, so I should get this car. Whatever car you decide, whatever brand you decide, uh, try to keep it, pay it off as soon as you can, unless you have 0% interest, uh, or super low interest. Pay it off and then keep it. When the car is paid off and you want something else, like in this case, all my kids have driven this Suburban. Now they all have cars, but my youngest, she sold her BMW that was giving her a lot of issues mechanically, and so she has some cash, just standing by. I said, don't buy anything yet. Take your time. Drive the Suburban. For now, you're protected anyway. It's free. Just put gas on it. Make sure it's got oil. Make sure all the fluids are up to date. Keep it washed, and that's it. So that's what I want to share. Uh, I have a bunch of of uh, of papers from the dealerships. Okay, that show sales. Okay, so I probably sold in less than 2 years. I probably sold around maybe 300 cars. Okay, it's not much, but in order to have sold 300 cars, you have to have talked to about maybe 1,000 people, because not everybody buys, right? And the number one reason why people don't buy is not because of the credit. Okay, it's because of the trade. There are too much negative, like they're too much under because of the trade, and that is usually because you trade too often. You get in and out of the car too often, and that's one of the main reasons why the deal doesn't work. So about the 300 cars or so that I have experience with, I'd like to go in the future over and show you that the majority of the deals that didn't go through or that went through is because of a trade, okay, of a negative trade. And the easiest customers that I had were people that were coming in to buy a vehicle where the trade was either paid off or they were not trading a vehicle. So that's what I have. Okay, so make sure you like the car you buy and you keep it for a while. Okay, take care. If you found this useful, please subscribe, like, and share. Take care. Bye bye.